November 5th, 2015, Thursday. Same time, Asia Incorporated.
そう、わかったわ。宮代ちゃん、犯人の子の家にいたそうよ。
Mostly moved the phone away from her ear and relayed Shinjo's message to Kunosato. I want to point out quickly that I love how in Chaos Head Momose was involved in a unofficial police investigation. And in this game, it's basically the same. Kunosato stopped typing at the computer and got the phone away from her.
新庄さん、宮代に代わってくれ。確認したいことがある。
She must have not liked the answer she got back, because she looked annoyed.
だったら、なるべく早くこちらに連れてきてくれ。大まかにだが、データの洗い出しと検索が終わった。結果は、今そっちにメールで送った。落ち込んでいる時間などないと、尻を叩いておいてくれ。
Oof. Kunosato is as harsh as ever. Momose arched her eyebrow as Kunosato hung up.
ちょっと厳しいんじゃない？
事実です。
That's not what I meant, Momose began.
近しい人が亡くなってしまった気持ちは、みおちゃんも知ってるじゃない。
Kunosato looked down, as if searching her own feelings. But then she looked up like nothing had happened, and turned back to her computer.
私は利己主義ですから。失恋した男女同士がくっつくような傷の舐め合いはヘドが出ます。同情するのもされるのもごめんです。
舐め合いかどうかはともかく、私は同情って優しさだと思ってるわよ。
気持ちはわかる。だから頑張れという言葉ほど人を突き放すものはないと思いますが。
何も言わなくていいのよ。そういうのは自然に伝わるもんだから。きちんとそうすることができる人を大人っていうの。
Kunosato chuckled as she looked at the screen.
私は未成年です。
And then Momose chuckled too.
それが問題なのよね。
She sighed.
あら有村ちゃん、寝てていいのよ。ろくに休んでないでしょ。
Kunosato turned and saw that Arimura had gotten off the sofa. It looked like she wanted to say something, but instead, she just took a deep breath.
大丈夫です。それより何か分かったんですか？
Arimura looked genuinely relieved when she heard that they'd found Miyashiro.
そうですか。よかった。
有村、お前、尾上の過去を聞いたことはあるか？
Kunosato suddenly looked away from the monitor and spoke to her.
尾上の過去だ。そうだな。例えば小学生の時の話とか。
She was caught off guard by the sudden question, but Arimura was able to answer quickly.
宮代先輩の幼なじみだっていうことだけですね。それ以外は何も。
And it is what is suspicious. It's like Takumi from Chaos Head. Just a history of, what was it, 1.5 years ago, and before that he didn't exist. He only got to know Serika about a month ago, and all they ever talked about was the case. He didn't know a lot about Serika's private life.
どんな些細なことでもいい。過去に関して尾上が嘘を言っていたことはなかったか？
ないと思います。セリ、彼女は嘘が少ない人でしたから。
It was the truth, and we was capable of recognizing even common courtesies and jokes as lies. That was why she knew how filled with lies most people's conversations were. And that was the real reason, words, why everything she said at school was a joke. Nothing made it more upset than when she was talking about something serious, and the person she was speaking with responded with a lie. That's why she told jokes. Everyone around her joked back. It was a lot easier that way. But out of all the people she knew, Ito and Serika from the newspaper club were some of the ones who lied the least. They just weren't any good at it. But to Agimura, that was a greater blessing than the others could imagine. That was why it had been such a shock. It might not have been as bad for her as it was for Miyashiro, but she felt like she'd been betrayed by someone who was more than a friend. When Kunisata realized that she wasn't going to get anything useful out of Agimura, she turned back to her computer.
彼女のこと何かわかりそうですか？
わからない。お手上げというやつだ。
He sighed and flicked the monitor with her words. I really can't speak today. She sighed and flicked the monitor with her fingers.
ここは調査会社だ。さらに新庄さんが持っているネットワークも使える。人探しや身辺調査はお箱なんだよ。だがどれだけ遡っても中学以前の記録が出てこない。あいつが第三者的な情報として最初に登場するのは2009年の11月だ。
Which is after the earthquake. I said, and the British part said, she might be Minamisawa Senri and be taking revenge for some reason. Or she could be a delusion made up by Takuru just to cope. Agimura gasped.
渋谷地震があった月ですよね。
正確には地震から約2週間後の11月21日 AH 東京総合病院の系列病院のカルテにその記録が残っている。ところがそれ以前のデータはどこにも残っていない。出生届も就学の記録もそれどころか戸籍すら見当たらない。さらに言うと
Minnesata's face took on an even sterner look as she called up another medical chart. It belonged to Miyashiro Takuru. Let's see, symptoms, follow-up, etc. Parents. He's always talking to himself. Oh, and it says, acts out 2 roles. What else is there? One day he came up with the name Onue, and now he uses it constantly. My parents are never at home, so I spend time with my friend. That must be truly a doctor's note, since I have trouble reading it.
すいません。ごちそうさまでした。
So back to the theories. I think I wouldn't say it confirms it, but it really heavily hints at Sarika being a delusion created by Takuru. At first, like I said, I thought something like that, since similar happened in Girl's head. But I was also thinking about Minamisawa Senri and how that's worked. Then again, if Takuru basically willed Sarika into being, why is Sarika doing this? It's almost like Sarika would be a part of him, so his subconscious maybe?
気にしないでいい。正直、この味には飽きてるんだ。
After I finished eating the calorie block, Shinjo threw the wrapper in the trash. Whenever he was running around on the case, he always kept 2 or 3 with him, he said. I ate a lot too, so I knew what he meant about being sick of them.
僕もチョコ味をよく食べてます。
そうか。
I didn't know how long I'd been crying, but it was the first time I'd cried, until my lungs and my throat hurt. Shinjo had offered me a handkerchief, and quietly waited a long time for me to finish. After I'd fallen silent, and I couldn't find any new tears to wipe away with the handkerchief, my stomach suddenly rumbled. Till then, I hadn't even felt like drinking water. After a full day of no food, my body had begun to demand it. Shinjo was fiddling with his cell phone. He seemed to be checking his messages. Then he turned to me questioningly.
宮代くん、すまないが、聞きたいことがあるんだ。
I could tell he was asking if that would be okay. I do wonder how Minamisawa Senri fits into all this. Like I said, I either thought that Sarika would be formed from a delusion or an alias used by Senri to fake her death, basically. But then again, if Senri was really dead, then that would fit the most. It felt like the tears were about to start again, but I held them back. I looked down at Nana's letter. I had been holding it so hard, it had gotten crumbled in my hands. Don't think about revenge. Don't do anything dangerous.
分かってる。大丈夫だから、ノノ。全然大丈夫じゃないけど、大丈夫じゃないけど、大丈夫だから。
I touched the letter as gently as I could. And then I looked at Shinjo with tear-swollen eyes and nodded.
どうぞ。何ですか？
尾上セリカのことだ。久野里さんと俺、それに百瀬さんも調べてるが、不明な点が多すぎる。覚えていることだけで構わない。最も古い、できれば最初に出会った頃のことから全てを話してほしい。
I wasn't sure how to process the complicated feelings I felt when he asked me that question. It was painful and unreal to think that my oldest friend was a killer. It made me furious that I'd lost my best friend and both my sisters at the same time. It made me sad to think the letter that Nonna had written to me, and to realize that I might never feel better again. And it made me feel pathetic to realize how I didn't want to admit that Onoe Serika was the cause of it all. It was all mixed together, and like a swamp that threatened to draw me down, it pulled me deeper inside the abyss of my memories.
僕が尾上と出会ったのは、
It was before I started elementary school. I couldn't remember the exact date. It was my next door neighbor. I would come over and play a lot. Yes, that's right. I was born in 1997. If it was the same year I started elementary school, it would be around 2004. We played together almost every day. She was like a little sister to me. I remember that at first, I would read the picture books that I'd only just learned to read myself. But then we know that there are no medical records or school records of Serika. And her family was a lot like mine, right? I'll tell you about mine though. I was an only child, and both of my parents worked. They both worked at an IT company, back when there weren't many of those. I think they met each other there. Work was all they cared about. It was only years later that I learned that normal people didn't eat all 3 meals with a babysitter. Oh, that's terrible. About the time I started elementary school, I started going online using one of their old computers. It was common for me to be up past midnight even then, but my parents didn't know. I think they didn't care. I can remember at least 2 birthdays where they just left me a present and a note saying they were sorry they couldn't make it. The year after the last one, I wasn't a present. And the year after that, there wasn't even a note. Part of the way through elementary school, I mostly stopped going. I think it was 3rd grade. My mom happened to be home, so she picked up the phone when the teacher called. She looked annoyed and she talked to them. She said her husband was the one who took care of all that and hung up. Damn, she really doesn't care one bit about her child. She didn't tell me to go to school, or even that I didn't have to go. and Dad didn't even know the teacher's name. At the time, I learned online that this was what they called low-level child neglect. Erica was the same. Actually, she was worse. She always used to tell me I was lucky because I got a card. And if Sarah got bored from his delusions, then of course he would make someone in a similar situation so he could relate and connect to them. Oh, a credit card. I didn't have a babysitter then, so I had to get my own food. Once I learned how to use the card, I would split the food I bought with Sarika. I don't think her parents hit her or anything either. Oh, there was one time she came over to my house really scared. Her parents had tried to force her to go to the hospital, she said. No, I don't know the details, but they said all kinds of mean things about how she was crazy, how she wasn't normal. So, I think it was a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, or someone who worked at a hospital like that. She cried a long time. I let her stay in my room for a while. My parents never cleaned it. Damn. And they never even looked inside it. They don't even deserve to be parents. Yeah, thinking back. We were probably together all the time when I was little. No, I've never met Sarika's parents. She said they were almost never home. The more I read this, the more I keep thinking about a split personality instead of a delusion made reality. I don't think I ever went to her home either. Didn't have a computer, so there was no need to go. It's just reading this. This delusion is so convenient for him as a coping mechanism. Huh? I'm not sure. I don't think she went to school a lot. Never saw her playing with anyone but me. And we were busy finding information on the internet. So we were much smarter then. No, never mind. When we were in 4th grade, 2 years before the earthquake, I heard a rumor about Amy, an urban legend. We both went to the basement in the hospital to look for it. Yes. AH Tokyo General Hospital. This also explains the claim that Sarika and Takuru both said that they went together, but everyone else said they went alone. Or at least Takuru went alone. We liked stuff like that. Both me and her. That's where we saw the experiment being done on Minamisawa. She got scared and I ran. I couldn't even imagine what it was that I was seeing back then. That was the first time she and I snuck in anywhere. Sarika, I think she was scared. I remember thinking that I needed to protect her. But we were both about equally excited. It was a chance to know something no one else knew. Sarika told me I should go to school and tell everyone what I saw, and so I did. Everyone told me I was lying, of course. So then I started going even less. I started researching the sumo stickers and stuff. I tried making a website or page about it together. When we were in 6th grade, the new Generation Madness happened. It was 2009, just like we'd gone crazy. At first we couldn't believe that something like that was happening in the city we lived in. We spent almost the whole day glued to the computer, following the news. When something big like that is going on, if you take your eyes off the internet for even a few hours, you get left behind. We stayed up all night in shifts following the case. Sometimes we would use our cell phones to read the internet as we actually went out to the crime scenes and took pictures. More murders kept happening, and eventually they started to say Takuru was the killer, but it turned out to be wrong. Drake and I were both very excited. He seemed so cool. Proving your innocence means getting the right information and shoving it in the faces of the people whose information was bad, right? It seemed like the ultimate expression of what I was trying to do then, and I guess I'm still trying to do now with the newspaper club. Serica said he was amazing. I agreed. When the earthquake happened, Serica and I were near the overfront building. Ninja was doing something there, and we wanted to see. And then there was this high-pitched noise, and everything went white. And then it happened. In retrospect, it's weird to think, when reading Kale's head and this happened, to think that the protagonist of Kale's Child was also at that scene. At first, we didn't think it was an earthquake. We thought it was a bomb or something. The ground bounced up and down like a trampoline, and several of the telephone poles near us fell over. I could hear screaming and the sound of breaking glass. Someone yelled, "Earthquake!" That's how I knew it was an earthquake. Anyway, Sergei and I ran away so we wouldn't get caught up in people panicking. We didn't know where we were running, but we didn't want to be there. We got caught up in the crowds. Sergei and I were quickly separated. When that happened, I got scared. And all of a sudden, I couldn't move. I got pushed over and fell. And then I crawled behind something. The shaking had stopped, but what had scared me more than the quake was the way everyone around me had changed in an instant. I spent a long time in that spot, unable to move. The idea of going home never occurred to me. There was no way I could rely on my parents for help, and at the time, I thought no place in Shibuya was still standing. I didn't know what to do. And then I found Zerika passed out near me. She must have been pushed down and hit her head. Or maybe she hadn't been able to handle what she was seeing because she had passed out. I decided that I had to save her. The information online said that the Yogi was relatively undamaged, and the hospitals were accepting patients. I carried her on my back and started walking there. And then... No, never mind. Anyway, I just kept walking, and finally, I reached Tokyo General Hospital. Jimmy turned to the temporary shelter. Jericho looked like she was in pain the whole way there. She didn't wake up. I saw my parents there. And then I collapsed from a terrible headache. That's all I remember from the earthquake. When I woke up, I was in Noba dorm, and the year had passed while I was in a coma. And that's where I met Nono and the others. Sorry, I'm fine. I heard what happened then from Nono and Sarika. By the way, I like how he's going through this. I expect the moment where he realizes that things he's telling doesn't make sense. Sarika woke up at the hospital and saw me unconscious. She stayed with me the whole time. And when Tokyo General overflowed, I was moved to one of the other hospitals in the network. And she came with me. She wasn't in a good shape either. And I guess she didn't want to go home. She refused to leave my side. And the people from the hospital saw her. They put her into care. Counseling, I mean. Her parents died in the earthquake, she said. So did mine. Given the circumstances, the hospital didn't seem to mind her staying there with me, but once things started to calm down, they sent her home. You mean, things started to calm down, or maybe when Takuru started to get medicine? She found some relatives who agreed to help her get a place. The one she was now. And then every day she came to visit me in the hospital. No, I don't know. I think she said there are relatives who lived a long way away. No, I don't know their names. I'm sorry. Some time passed, and since there was nobody to take me in, I was moved to a dorm. But she still stayed with me the whole time. That's when she met Nono, I guess. Also interesting to note how many gaps there are in his memory, and how many things he just guesses. We were good friends. When I woke up after more than a year, I had trouble moving. Nono helped me with my physical therapy. Sarika would come check in on me all the time, and Nono would happily tell her my progress. Family was very, very important to Nono. And Sarika was the one person outside the family they called by her first name, not her last. The two of them would go out and visit all the different crab shops in Shibuya. And since Sarika didn't have any interest in makeup or clothes, Nono would take her shopping for them. I think that's an extremely big clue there. Since if Sarika is created from Takuru, from his imagination, And of course, she wouldn't really have an interest in makeup or clothes, since Takuru himself wouldn't have an interest in that. They really were good friends. But after my therapy ended and I could walk, I started going to school more and more. Yes, the middle school. I was given special permission to be in second year, along with the other kids my age. Terika did the same as a first year student. After the earthquake, while I was in a coma, she started going to school. It was hard living on her own, but Nonna would take care of her, and her relatives sent her plenty of money. She seemed to be doing better than she was doing at her old house. No, there was nothing strange, I think. Lots of I thinks, and I guess. I went to Highschool Academy. Also offered free tuition for orphans of the earthquake. A year later, so did Terika. We both joined the newspaper club and did things there. It was exactly as you saw it, I think. She spent a lot of time with us at school, but she had her own friends in her own class. She wasn't part of any of their groups. It didn't seem like they were ignoring her or anything. I never seen her with anybody suspicious, and she wasn't the type of person to keep secrets. And I didn't have a charger. She would just hand me her phone and let me use it. That was the kind of girl she was. Yes, Terika was a normal high school kid, just like us.